just a bartender, and I don't like.
All right, all right, all right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It is Sunday, Slow Down Sunday here in the cave. It's been a while since we did a Slow Down Sunday, and what a perfect day today, Father's Day, to slow it down. I think that sounds like a great idea. What can we do for Father's Day for Slow Down Sunday? I thought about it on my walk this morning, and the same artist just came round and round every time. And who better than James Taylor on Father's Day? I mean, talk about someone that just transcends generations, and music is just so cool, so good. And what a nice guy he seems to be too, right? I'd love to have James Taylor hang out at a barbecue. Come down here to the Rock Cave. He doesn't live far from here. Come on, James, come on over. Let's talk. All right, I'm sure plenty of you have James Taylor stories. Of course, you guys probably all know about him in general, but let's go through that. From Massachusetts, still lives in Massachusetts after a stop in North Carolina for a while when he was younger. But he lives in Western Mass. And boy, what a string of hits. He basically had his first hit in 1970, Fire and Rain. So 50 plus years of music for us. What a treat for all of us. 100 million records, over 100 million records sold, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time. 6 Grammys. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Every album he released for 30 years, between 77 and '07, sold at least 1 million copies. We could go on and on. I mean, his first greatest hits sold 12 million copies in the United States. Just so good, right? One thing I read about was... I don't know if I'll be able to find the clip. Hopefully I can. But he was on the Johnny Cash show in 1971, and he sang Sweet Baby James, Fire and Rain, and Country Road. I mean, how amazing is that? Hopefully I can find that and pull that up. But I did not hear really about James Taylor until I went off to college, believe it or not. But I think in high school, the only songs I knew by him were Her Town 2, which you never hear that song, do you? That's a great song with J.D. Souther, who did so much work with Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles. But Her Town 2, I just remember hearing that on Casey Kasem, and that was a good one. And Handyman, I think, is probably the other one that I knew, which is a great one. But I go off to college. 17-year-old me moves into an off-campus fraternity house at the age of 17 with a bunch of 21-year-olds. And a few of my fraternity brothers are listening to James Taylor, and they're totally into it. So that's what got me into it. And I got my first James Taylor cassette or CD. It was probably cassette first when I bought JT. Yeah, that's the one. And that had good stuff on it. That had Her Town too, and it had Traffic Jam. You never hear Traffic Jam enough either. What a great song that one is. But, of course, then I would go on to see him plenty of times at Tanglewood in concert. And that's really the experience, right? To see James Taylor at Tanglewood is just to go there, get your picnic out, hang out with friends, and just listen to James Taylor. I mean, that's just... what better day is it for that? I mean, it's just so amazing. And I know so many of you have seen him over the years as well. How do you even pick a song of the day from James Taylor? I mean, that's tough to do. That's why I'm going to try to just do it, right? But anyway, we mentioned those songs that I love so much. But Bartender Blues, that one you never hear enough of. And that one was one of my early favorites when I bought that cassette. And that's just so good. But for me, I think it came down to, just thinking about it shortly, was Fire and Rain, Copper Line, or Country Road. Those are the 3 that were highlighted for me. So if I have to pick one song of the day today, it's Country Road. That one's pretty good. But there are so many more to choose from. So that's why I want to hear from you guys. What are your favorite James Taylor songs? Post those below. Tell me about your concert experience. I know a lot of you have seen him. Tell me about that below in your comments. But again... this is perfect for Father's Day, is it not? James Taylor on Sunday, Slow Down Sunday on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone. My dad, not a huge music fan as far as different types of music, but I do give him credit for introducing me to 1950s music as a teenager. And that's when I really got into that, and I'm still into that today. So tell me that's a good one. Tell me what music your father's got you into that you're still into. Or vice versa. How about that? I'd love to hear all your stories on Father's Day. Whatever you're doing today, I hope it also involves music. Have a good one. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.
On a country road,